what do? We allow people to fight back. The Supreme Court,
what we touched a while
right?
ago.
The Supreme Court has ruled that law enforcement is not responsible for the individual's safety.
Is not. That's right.
So, let's say someone decides to start shooting here. They don't have to do anything. They can just stand there and watch it happen. You sue them, you won't win. Supreme Court's already ruled on it.
Sue the police.
Well, you can't. I did. I won. Not for them not serving and protecting, but I sued them and won. So it comes down to you're responsible for your own safety.
Yes, I mean in many ways I'm responsible for putting a seatbelt on. But the question at hand is, and I think the reason the protesters here this evening, not just there are people here who don't own guns and feel and are against them patently that you know, you shouldn't own them.
The one woman that was up here was says handguns are a problem too. I'm like, well, you're not going to be able to get rid of guns.
But
stricter, you know, a waiting period isn't going to stop these shootings because none of them have had a problem with the background check. So, they didn't buy the gun and go straight from the gun dealer, or a couple days later buy in the gun and go out and shoot. So the waiting period wouldn't have prevented any of these.
Who just did it, what was it, at Google?
The YouTube.
The YouTube, yeah. So there's no answer? Is that your response? Hello?
My answer is allow people to fight back effectively. Now if I'm a big person, let's say I
hadn't noticed.
Let's say I'm completely unarmed, just my physical body. I'm wearing my pants and a t-shirt, and I see one of these people walking down the street, and I pull them into an alley, and I would start, you know, try to rape them. What's the best way for them? What would be the best way for them to fight back? To stop me from being able to commit that crime against them?
What would be the best way to stop you?
Yeah.
If I were in that situation, I expect I would suffer some damage, but I also would not be afraid since I spent all those years in the Corps.
But the average person here, do you think they've been in the Corps?
No, I don't think so.
So what's the best way for them to fight back?
I can, you know, you're right. I know how to defend myself in a manner different from probably anyone here. But you're a big guy.
Right.
And like I said, I would probably suffer some damage.
Right.
But I don't think I would be afraid.
But the average person hasn't been in the military.
Yeah, what would they do? Your question is,
how would they defend themselves? Yes.
From doing that?
Yes.
Probably what you're doing is giving me the answer. You're walking me around the block. So
their best way to stop it would be shoot me.
Sure.
And that's why I support our constitutional right to keep and bear arms. If you don't have it on you, it's not worth it.
That conversation in that I don't disagree with that. I disagree in the matter of the availability, and I'm just saddened by the situation that it seems to be. It's not escalating, but it's certainly not. The incidents.
You realize that at this very moment that we're standing here, the guns that we own are protecting your ass.
Protecting my ass? Am I in danger?
Well,
that's a whole different conversation.
That's actually what the Second Amendment is for the government. It's not really
I'm not
person against person, but
you don't think history repeats itself?
I do believe it.
Okay, so what do you think if we give up all the time? What the hell's going to happen?
You came late to the conversation. That's not what I feel. Okay.
He's looking at waiting periods,
I'm looking at these people, and I can say, how can people actually be out here not realizing what their outcome could be if nobody had weapons?
There's a time and a place, like I introduced myself without telling you my name, but I don't disagree with ownership. My father was a DI in the Marine Corps, 38 years. When he left, he was a sergeant major. So my background with, and as I also said, I personally own one of the most extensive gun collections of anyone we know. I have guns from the French and Indian War up through the Emerald. Every single one issued by the government.
My point is not how many guns a person has, because you can only shoot one at a time.
Well, I got 2 hands and 2 handguns.
No. But, you know,
But I get what you're saying. But I had to interject that one.
I
because-
talk to a lot of, oh, I got 25 guns at home. Well, good, big, how many can you use at one time?
No, what I'm saying is that the inference there was, I understand gun ownership. I know how to take care of them. I know how to use them. I can disassemble. All of that works for me. What I'm saddened by is that it would appear, and I don't want to use the word escalating, there's a lot of unhappy people in this world today.
So the problem is the unhappy people.
Pardon?
So the problem is the unhappy people.
You get rid of these, and then you're going to get
To
rid of
some
the knife.
degree, but you can't get rid of those people, nor do I see any budgetary encouraged ways of using a budget to help those people who need them.
Plus, with the way the law is written, let's say I have a mental health issue and I go seek mental help, and all of a sudden they take away my right to have a firearm. Now I know that could happen. Do you think that discourages people from seeking the mental help they could use?
Do I think it discourages them?
Yes.
I suppose it depends on their state and their lives and how they perceive guns and their place in the world. That's a difficult one to answer.
But because the way, my belief is because they
You say they might shy away from that help. because
they might
don't
not
wanna
get the help
lose
because they'll end up
that
getting
gun.
their right taken away even though they've done nothing wrong.
You
In
know-
fact, they've done the right thing by seeking help.
I think then you get into an area where you and I are trying to assess how someone who's mentally ill thinks, and I can't do that.
And then the other part is what
I've
gets
been a-
determined as the mental health issues that would determine taking someone's right away. Some women get pretty crazy when it's their time of the month. Do I think they should have their rights? No, but someone else might. So it's a slippery slope on determining where that line is. So
Have you enjoyed this conversation? I have.
absolutely,
Okay.
and I'm glad that most of the people here have been, respectful and haven't been like F you, you F and F or any of that
No,
stuff. It's happened. I've had.
You know, and that's on both sides of the fence. There's
Well,
knuckleheads everywhere.
Like I said, the one's right here. He's not, swearing at people. I'm not swearing at people. You guys aren't.
If
I
you're
haven't
a
heard you guys
reasonable
swearing at
adult,
people.
The whole idea in any situation, including government, where it doesn't seem to work, is to have a conversation. Here's my point of view. That's your point
I
of
wish
view.
they could. I wish they could. I wish these government people could have a conversation.
They do, but they don't listen to each other. So, there was a rock band some time ago called Talking Heads.
I remember.
Okay. Talking Heads. And again, that's Republican and Democrat. So I support, I lean toward this side only because I'm saddened by what's going on in the world. I don't have an answer.
I think the
I'd like to think
the evidence.
that reasonable people will, I don't know whether changes, like putting an armed person in each school is the answer.
In 1974, Israel had a horrible mass school shooting. The very next day, they passed a law requiring at least one armed person in every school.